Hello and welcome everyone to the Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Panarski here on this Wednesday with the top 8 stories of the day. Lots to get to today. That's pretty much the usual here on the Daily 8, but we want to start things off right away and get you some news out of Byron Township that we learned late last night. A body was found by a creek in a wooded area Tuesday afternoon. That is according to the Kent County Sheriff's Office. We still don't know a whole lot of information as the investigation is still in the early stages at this time. Authorities did confirm to News 8, though, that the body was of a man in his late 30s. The body was pulled from Rush Creek off Kennewa Avenue near 64th Street. Again, we have not been told by the Sheriff's Office how the man died or how he ended up in that wooded area. An autopsy is expected to be done sometime this week and will hopefully shed more light on this case. We will bring you, of course, all of that information when we learn more on air and online. A suspect accused of killing a CEO and president of a trucking company was arrested in Holland last week. The body of Dan Kateski was found on the second floor of a building near Chicago earlier this month. It was later determined that Kateski was murdered before the fire broke out. A suspect was later identified and located while at a truck stop in Holland on Friday. He was arrested by the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office on a murder warrant. Authorities believe this to be an isolated and targeted incident and are continuing to investigate the homicide while they await the unnamed suspect to be extradited back to Illinois. A GoFundMe has been set up for Kateski's funeral expenses. A fire broke out overnight at a business in Georgetown Township that we've been following. First reports came in just before 2:30 a.m. at New Wool on Port Sheldon Street. It's an insulation manufacturer. No injuries were reported in the fire, and all employees were able to make it out safely before firefighters arrived to put out the flames. Several fire crews had to respond to lend a hand. It's not clear at this time how the fire got started or the total damage to the business. That has yet to be released at this time as well. A Grand Rapids nonprofit dedicated to teaching trade skills to adults facing homelessness and addiction is getting a significant financial boost. Next Step of West Michigan, which is part of Mel Trotter Ministries, was recently awarded $300,000, a grant from Lowe's, to continue and expand their work. Next Step was just one of 15 nonprofits nationwide to receive the funding. The plan is to now use those funds to increase its carpentry program, along with improving the equipment used there. They're also looking to build tiny homes for those needing a place to stay that they're calling Hope Village. That project is expected to be completed this year, with additional homes set to come in 2026. You can now earn a bachelor's degree right from your cell phone. Yes, it's true. It's part of a new platform being offered by Cornerstone University known as SOAR. It allows the user to earn an accredited bachelor's degree in strategic business management on their own time. Courses are taught through videos, podcasts, and articles that can be accessed through their phone. The goal is to help working adults get a degree while also helping companies grow their employees from within. Cornerstone began testing out this program at 12 companies here in Michigan, from Gordon Food Service to Butterball Farms. Students that use SOAR can use it by paying a flat rate of $2,400 per 4-month term. And tomorrow night is a big day for stargazers, as a total lunar eclipse is set to take place. It only lasts a few hours and happens when the Earth becomes between the sun and the moon during orbit and putting its shadow over the moon, giving it a red look that you see there. It's a somewhat rare occurrence, as we only get these every 2.5 years or so. But will West Michigan be able to see it? Well, according to Storm Team 8, skies will be partly cloudy during the event, so we should be able to catch a few glimpses of it if you're willing to stay up late enough. The eclipse is set to begin shortly before midnight and into Friday morning. The peak is slated to be just before 3 a.m. This will be the last lunar eclipse that we can check out in Michigan until March 3rd, 2026. Now let's check in with Storm Team 8 meteorologist Matt Kirkwood and get you a look at your forecast for today.
Well, 1-2 combo that I think everybody likes in spring, and that's going to be sunshine and a warming trend heading our way. Some high mid-level clouds out there this morning, a little bit thicker north of Grand Rapids, and some light snow across the UP Straits area, but that's going to stay well to our north. Today we'll peak with highs right around the lower 50s, and with the east wind, even lakeshore areas will be just as warm. It'll be a touch on the breezy side out there, the east wind around 10 to 15, maybe some gusts up around 20 miles an hour, especially later this morning. So next several days, the step ladder to warmer temperatures, which I'll reveal to you in just a moment on the 8-day forecast. And a couple firsts are possible. We may see our first 70-degree readings on Friday, could even be Saturday as well. And we may have some strong to severe thunderstorms. Not just thunderstorms for the first time this year, but they could be severe, especially areas in the southwest quadrant of the state. We're looking at an 8-day forecast, much cooler end to the weekend. Could see some light snow and rain mixed together, but right now St. Patrick's Day looks dry with a high near 50.
All right, thanks, Matt. And some good news now for those of us who love Oberon but are trying to count our calories. Bell's Brewery announced a brand new low-calorie version of the classic brew called Oberon Light. It's set to hit shelves as part of the Oberon Day festivities later this month. The beer is a sign for the start of spring and warmer weather. Bell says that Oberon Light will only be 99 calories per 12 ounces and will contain about 4% ABV. In comparison, the original Oberon is 187 calories and nearly 6% ABV. Bell's did say, though, that the same great taste can be found in both versions. Oberon Day 2025 is slated for March 24th. There will also be lots of fun happening at the Eccentric Cafe in Kalamazoo. Details for that can be found inside our story over on woodtv.com. And that's going to do it for us today here on the Daily 8. We'll be back again, of course, tomorrow with 8 more stories that you need to know for your Thursday. I do want to thank everybody so much for tuning into this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Penarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.